Welcome to lesson 33, classifying quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is a polygon that you're familiar with. I have one up on the board, and you know that it is a polygon that has four sides. Like a quad that you ride in a desert has four wheels. But there are so many different types of quadrilaterals. So we're going to look at those different types today, and they're going to be defined kind of based on how their sides are parallel to each other or not, and how their angles are. So the first facet we're going to look at is splitting a quadrilateral into three sections: parallelogram, trapezoid, and trapezium. All right. Now, if you look at the three on the board, the first one I said was a parallelogram. Over here, it has two pairs of parallel sides. See that the top and the bottom are parallel, and the sides are parallel. Now, the second one's similar. It's a trapezoid. It has the top and the bottom that are parallel, but the sides are not. The sides angle in, and they're going to eventually touch. Remember, parallel lines never touch. And the last one is a trapezium. None of the sides are parallel. It's just a four-sided quadrilateral, four-sided polygon that has no parallel sides. The lines just go every which way. Now, we're going to look at the parallelogram because there are several types of parallelograms. Okay? Now, the two we're going to look at, you're very familiar with, is a rectangle and a rhombus. Now the first one's a rectangle, and you think, yeah, I already know what a rectangle is. Just remember though that a rectangle has two pairs of parallel sides and that it has 90-degree angles in the corners. So a rectangle is also a parallelogram. It is also a quadrilateral. It has three names for it. Okay? The second one, a rhombus, has parallel sides, but it does not necessarily have 90-degree angles. It does not have 90-degree angles, otherwise it'd be a rectangle. So, and the other thing that's special about it, otherwise it'd just be a parallelogram, is that it has equal sides. All four sides are the same, similar to a shape you might have heard of called a square, but it doesn't have 90-degree corners. So, when you do have a rectangle, that has all four sides the same, and all four corners are 90-degree angles, and the sides are parallel to one another, you have a square. So a square is a rectangle with perfect sides, all same sides, and it's also a parallelogram, and it's also a quadrilateral. Okay? Hope you learned a lot more about classifying quadrilaterals. Let's go ahead and look at number 2 from your homework tonight, and see what words we would use to describe this. It shows the shape up there in the very top, okay, or that one right there. And it says, what words would you describe to tell about this quadrilateral? You don't have to say quadrilaterals are all quadrilaterals. But what other things would you say? It is a rectangle because it has 90-degree corners. It's a parallelogram because both sides are parallel. It is not a square because the sides are not the same. It is not a rhombus because it has 90-degree corners. So you could call it a parallelogram and a rectangle. All right? Let me know if you have any questions regarding quadrilaterals, and I'd be glad to help. Thanks.